Have you ever gone to bed on a really hot evening, only to be woken up in the middle of the night because of a thunderstorm? Well, today I'm going to explain why thunderstorms occur, even when the temperatures are so high during the day. Let's go. I'm now going to talk to you about convection currents step by step. Up here you can see the sun, here you can see the time, here you can see some puddles and grass, and here you can see the sky. And in the corner here is a temperature indicator. When it's yellow, that means that it's not very hot. When it's orange, it means it's quite hot. When it's red, it means it's extremely hot. And when it's dark red, it means it's dangerously hot. It begins at 10 a.m. There are puddles on the ground and the sun is beating down on them. The sun's rays are heating up the puddles. Next, when the ground begins to heat up, hot air rises. And this moisture goes into the atmosphere. You can see it's now turned to hot. The water evaporates here as the water vapour rises. Now there's no puddle down here and all the moisture is up here. As you can see, it's now around 1 p.m. and it's the hottest part of the day, as the temperature indicator is now dark red. Water vapour cools and condenses into tiny water droplets to form clouds, as you can see up here. So these are clouds. And as you can see, the water vapour is cooling and condensing as it's going up to form these droplets, and clusters of these water droplets create clouds. The droplets collide and combine, becoming larger and heavier. So previously, the droplets looked like this, whereas now the droplets look like this. And because the droplets are dark, the more droplets, the darker the colour. So the higher the droplets, the darker the colour. The process continues, so you can see the colour darkens. And at 5 p.m, the process continues again. And you can see it started to cool down a little bit. And it's continuing, so darker and darker, and you can notice it's getting darker and darker and darker, and it gets darker again, and it continues to get darker until the droplets become too heavy to stay in the cloud. And guess what happens at this stage? Then precipitation or rain occurs. And you can see here, this is the sun setting. Sunset, and it's now cooler because it's yellow. So the rain is coming down now. And what do you think is going to happen? Puddles will form overnight. So you can see this is all happening overnight. There's the moon here. And you can see here that these are the really dark clouds, and eventually these clouds will turn light again because all of the collided water vapour and water droplets that they've been holding on to will end up down here, resulting in all this going away and forming clouds. And as you can see, 5 a.m, sunrise, the process starts again. As per this, you can see that all of the water is now on the puddles from the precipitation, and then the process begins again with the water being down here on the puddles and ready to form some clouds later on in the day after the water vapour goes up, like so, like the little dots. Imagine they're little dots coming up like this. I'll put it into red colour for you. Imagine they're these little dots of water vapour, and the water vapour goes up to form clusters like this. Then as more water vapour comes up, more water vapour collects up here, more water vapour collects up here, creating a cloud, and this cloud gets darker and darker and darker as more water vapour appears. And then as the water vapour gets too heavy for the cloud to handle, the dark cloud turns into a really light cloud, because all of a sudden, all the water vapour's gone straight back down. Then puddles form down here, puddles form down here. It replenishes rivers, it replenishes stuff like plants, and it's very beneficial, because if you have a plant here, imagine this is your little tree. It watered down, keeping the roots nice and healthy and watered. and you don't need to water yourself. Also, think about a river. A river could be drying up, but the water can create nice river water back again. So imagine the water can flow nicely again. And then it reduces water shortages. I was right, H2O shortages. There we go. So, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you found it informative or helpful, please like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Until then, Micken Monster out. Bye!